It's not Mayweather's fault because Mayweather did what he always do. Be a calculated fighter, be a smart fighter, and find a way to win.
And I did that because I said that although there was a problem with his shoulder, whether it existed or not, I always said there was no. Wait. No, hold on. You know, I said there was no problem.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, it costs a not to me, but to anyone else. Right. It costs a pretty penny, but he's worth it.
Right.
I don't care what it costs. It could cost me $100,000 a month. I'll pay it.
God bless. And if you was to go back to the ring, who would be the person holding your mitts?
It's been crazy numbers that's been thrown at me. Of course, 9 figures. You know, I've been had money thrown at me from so many different countries. As of right now, I'm loyal to the MGM Grand. They have treated me extremely well. I'm very, very blessed to be in this position. I made tons of money, and I made smart investments. If I get the itch to come back, it really won't be for the money, but I'll have to get paid. You know, that's why the nickname is, you know, Floyd Money Mayweather.
So you're not ruling it out completely, maybe.
As of right now, I'm out completely.
People watching this will be asking, you know, the Manny Pacquiao question. Michael Cons, his business manager, said recently that they'd made some contact with Mayweather Promotions about the possibility of maybe facing you again if you decide to come out of retirement. Clarify what that situation is.
Everything that you got.
The tension between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather has been brewing for years, but now, it's more public than ever. Davis has been vocal about his issues with Mayweather, repeatedly exposing the tactics Floyd used while mentoring him. According to Davis, Mayweather didn't always have his best interests at heart. Instead, he claims Floyd was manipulating situations, tipping off his opponents, and keeping him financially dependent. Floyd Mayweather, known for his defensive mastery and strategic approach, responded to Davis's comments with the same confidence that defined his career. "I did what I always do, be a calculated, smart fighter and find a way to win," Mayweather stated. Dismissing the drama, he emphasized his undefeated record and business acumen. He made it clear that his approach to boxing was never about fairness but about securing victory and ensuring financial success. One of the biggest criticisms against Mayweather has always been his obsession with money. While fans admire his skill, many believe that, for Floyd, boxing was never about legacy or respect, it was strictly about financial gain. His own words reinforce this perception. "Why has it always come to money? Why not? Everything you got on costs money. Everything you do costs money," he once said, addressing critics who claim he only fights for the paycheck. "Money don't make me. I make money. Without money, I'd be the same person." Mayweather's arrogance has long made him one of the most polarizing figures in boxing. His dismissive attitude toward opponents and his habit of boasting about his wealth have only fueled the controversy. "I don't watch any footage of my opponents before fights. They should watch me because I'm Floyd Mayweather," he once said. This mindset has created a deep divide between those who respect his business approach and those who feel he has disrespected the sport. Gervonta Davis
I was running at 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock in the morning Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to be with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll picture him bad situation.
That your product got pushed out there because had it not been, Tank might have been fighting in rinky-dink boxing clubs, bruh. We may have never got the opportunity to know who Tank Davis really was. So let's go ahead and start there. Now, Tank, early on, you heard him. He only getting about 10 racks a fight. Floyd is making it to where, yeah, I'm going to get your mama out this hood, but I'm going to have you on your knees crawling back to me. You feel me? You're going to have to get in where you fit in to really earn this bag the same way I did. But what I think was happening was I think that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was getting a little tad bit jealous of Tank. He saw the potential. He knew what dude was capable of. And when you got a fighter like Tank Davis, you don't put him in a position to take an L. You put him in a position to win every fight, to grow the brand. Ultimately, this is your product. Ultimately, you're getting money off of this.
Davis has been vocal about his frustrations with Mayweather, stating that the public is unaware of what happens behind the scenes. He confidently claimed that he aims to surpass Mayweather's legacy at a younger age, implying that this ambition unsettles his former mentor.
People don't know that what Floyd do. A lot of people don't know what Floyd. Everything that Floyd said right there, the chrome heart bed, the Maybach, the Lloyd shit, that was all in my post.
Oh, that was you posted that. You posted that. Oh wow.
Chrome bag.
Right.
Lloyd shit. Maybach.
Oh.
He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd. Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him, and I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet, but that's bigger than his deal.
Tank Vince out on social media. He's been through a lot, throughout his life. So, but I take my hat off to him. I'm proud of him. Saturday night we had a game plan, and a lot of times when he says certain things on social media, I say, he's to me he's still a kid, and when I was that age, I probably would have did the same thing. I didn't have a Floyd Mayweather to stand behind me and tell me, about what's right and what's wrong. He got the job done, but my hat off to Ryan Garcia, tough competitor, tough fighter.
It was revealed that while Mayweather was supposed to be mentoring him, he was also working against him. Davis claims that Floyd would give him advice while simultaneously providing tips to his opponents, making him question whether Mayweather truly wanted him to succeed. He's the one that told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that, Davis revealed. I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me, but it's cool. It's all right. It ain't going to hurt me. Many boxing insiders have suggested that Mayweather was jealous of Davis's rise. The idea that Mayweather's ego prevented him from fully supporting Davis has been a topic of discussion. Some believe Floyd saw Davis as a threat, someone who could potentially overshadow his own legacy. You actually need to be thankful that your product got pushed out there, one boxing analyst stated. Had it not been for Floyd, Tank might have been fighting in small clubs. But at the same time, Floyd made sure that Tank had to crawl back to him for everything. He made him earn his money the hard way, just like he did. Davis has not been shy about his frustrations, making it clear that the public doesn't know what really happened behind the scenes. He has confidently stated that he aims to surpass Mayweather's legacy at a younger age, implying that this ambition unsettled his former mentor. People don't know what Floyd does behind the scenes, Davis said. Everything he posted, the chrome bed, the Maybach, the lawyer stuff, that was all from my post. He was going at me, and I knew it. During a heated press conference, Mayweather responded to Davis's claims, dismissing them as the words of an immature fighter. Tank's been out on social media saying
if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't follow him for stand to himself and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's also a part of me type thing, like come back and help too. You know what I mean? So there's much love to the whole Mayweather promotion. You know what I mean? Ain't no bad blood type shit. And a lot of people think like when I be tweeting on Instagram, I be mad.
Floyd situation, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. And I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, It's a rocky road that we said was going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to be building itself. But again, that's how you burn bristles. Somebody said this is the true colors of a person who's coming out, man. They can't stand it. Calm is it. I don't like using that word calm, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows.
When they came back and was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You're you sitting on a shelf. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game. Letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like
things, but he's still a kid. If I was that age, I'd probably have done the same thing, Mayweather said. His response suggested that he saw Davis's complaints as youthful frustration rather than legitimate concerns. According to Davis, Mayweather's mentorship was never about building up fighters but about controlling them. He did what he did. I'm just focused on myself. He's always been like that, Davis remarked, making it clear that he was moving forward but wouldn't hesitate to expose Mayweather's tactics. I got to focus on what I'm focused on. He already did what he had to do. Davis's longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, also weighed in on the drama, suggesting that Mayweather's true colors were coming out. That's how you burn bridges, Ford said. Tank is chasing greatness, and Floyd should be supporting that. But you see what's happening. The story is revealing itself. One of the most serious claims made by Davis is that Mayweather withheld earnings from multiple fighters, including himself. If true, this would confirm that Mayweather controlled fighters financially to keep them dependent on him. When they came back and told me I had to fight Joseph Pedraza, they said if I didn't, I wouldn't be fighting at all, Davis recalled. I had to fight him, and during that time, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. Despite everything, Davis has stopped short of outright insulting Mayweather, instead letting his words hint at deeper frustrations. I don't want to say he's a scumbag, Davis said, carefully choosing his words. His respect for Mayweather's accomplishments in the sport is evident, but so is his disappointment in how their relationship turned out. Davis came from a tough background in Baltimore but became one of the most exciting fighters under Mayweather's guidance.
Floyd outthrowing him. He always been like that. I gotta focus on what I'm focused on. He already did what he had to do, bro.
For sure.
I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't follow him for stand to himself and things like that. But it's also a part of me type come back and help too. You know what I mean? So it's much love to the whole Mayweather promotion. You know what I mean? Ain't no bad blood type shit. And a lot of people think when I be tweeting on Instagram, I be mad. I just be talking shit.
You've been tweeting a lot more recently, bro. Why is that?
Yeah, I'm a cat.
Yeah.
A cat, man.
So,
I wasn't a cat. I wasn't.
What does that mean? You're angry now? You're trying to talk more?
Yeah, I'm angry.
Yeah. I respect it, bro. I respect it.
Gervonta, what's your
part fighter? Like, what you saying?
Like, what participation for the whole card, the whole Showtime?
They were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting.
Okay.
Kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So they sent it to Floyd, and Floyd bugged out.
Okay.
So that's what made it like.
And you think that was a downfall of your career? I mean, y'all.
No, it was a downfall. Yeah, it wasn't a downfall of my career. I mean, our relationship, because it was more things that he was doing. Like,
he scheduled a fight, I think, doing like your fight or something. I don't think they did it, but
check this out. Ryan Garcia here, check this out. Ryan Garcia is spilling tea. In a recent interview, he claims that Gervonta and Floyd Mayweather's falling out is due to a result of Gervonta smashing Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Yaya. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with Yaya Mayweather, she is currently 23 years old, and she actually shares a baby with NBA YoungBoy. She typically does make headlines surrounding her behavior about NBA YoungBoy. I know she was going through some court cases involving her slicing a woman up over her baby daddy. But that is not what we are talking about here. Ryan Garcia is claiming that Gervonta and Yaya have some sort of relationship or some type of dealings in the past. I want to go ahead and just get into the clip here.
Gervonta, Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and that's not even a secret. That's not even that's not something I'm exposing. Oh wow. After somebody did that to my daughter,
I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment.
Public knowledge that they're not in the contract. And it's public knowledge that Tank has moved on and is trying to, for the sake of words, separate himself from the umbrella of being under Mayweather. But Mayweather was there. Mayweather was there. Why wasn't? No. It wasn't because you wasn't trying to take away from the moment. It was because you weren't sure what that moment was going to look like.
However, as time went on, their mentor-protege relationship soured. Davis now alleges that Mayweather actively tried to hold him back. In addition to financial disputes, personal issues also played a role in their falling out. Davis has revealed that rumors about him and Mayweather's daughter created tension. They were saying that I was messing with his daughter, all because she kept Snapchatting me, Davis said. She kept hitting me on Snapchat, so they sent it to Floyd, and he bugged out. Ryan Garcia has also weighed in on the situation, claiming that the real reason behind the fallout was Davis's involvement with Mayweather's daughter. Gervonta messed with Floyd's daughter, and that's not even a secret, Garcia said. That's not something I'm exposing. If somebody did that to my daughter, I'd be mad too. As tensions between Mayweather and Davis became public, fans and media speculated about the real reasons behind their falling out. The situation created a captivating narrative, keeping the boxing world buzzing. From financial disputes to personal conflicts, the relationship between Mayweather and Davis has been anything but smooth. Mayweather has always positioned himself as a mentor to young fighters, but Davis's revelations make people question his true intentions. Did Floyd genuinely want to help his fighters succeed, or was his mentorship just a way to maintain control over them? Critics argue that Mayweather's guidance was more about ensuring his own relevance rather than fostering independent champions. Now, as Davis continues to rise in the boxing world, Mayweather still claims credit for his success. Whether his mentorship was genuine or self-serving remains a debate, but one thing is clear: Gervonta Davis is determined to carve his own path, with or without Mayweather's support.
Oh no! I'm not coming back to the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing was good to me. I was able to make a lot of smart investments on the outside, and that's going to help. Like I said, the fighters that's up and coming. Like I was talking about, like Gervonta Tank Davis. I don't understand why he's not in the top 10 pound for pound. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Benavidez. The list goes on. There's so many tough fighters out there. So many great young champions out there that I'm proud of.
What's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth, and I think it will serve him best to go and be his own boss.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.